Did you record in the cloud or the computer?
Yeah, cloud. Yep.
Okay.
That's my turn. That's your chance.
We're good, Mayor.
Okay, so I'll call the meeting back to order. The time is 8:14. No action was taken. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Time?
next-
Did you say the time?
You did.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
I got it, 2014.
I'll pay attention.
Okay, next item is city manager's report.
I've got a few things to update you on. All good news. The mayor and I both had a meeting yesterday with several folks from Tarrant County, COG, Office of Emergency Preparedness, RTC. It was a rather large meeting. There were several players involved.
Well, it was all good, but one of them kind of set us back a little bit. But
Yeah. Essentially, we have been, and I want to stress, the tentatively approved through FEMA on the, well, let me start here. We talked and already briefed you on that the Regional Transportation Council has agreed to fund a flood study in conjunction with the Forest Hill Drive project.
Right.
So we knew that we were going to get some sort of flood study in conjunction with the Forest Hill Drive project. RTC said that they would be willing to fund that. About a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I received a call from Tarrant County. We have been applying for grants ever since the flood to the state of Texas through FEMA to get a grant to fund that same study. So I got the call that the grant had been tentatively approved and that we were just waiting on final approval for it to be funded. The county has informed me that they have never seen a project get tentatively approved that later got pulled the carpet, they don't pull the carpet back out from under us. So now we had two funding sources for the same project, and the concern came up of, are we going to double the work? We don't want to double the work. So the county actually initiated the conversation between all the parties involved, and RTC has agreed to, if the grant fund is approved, that the county will do the initial area grant within the city limits of Everman. And to much of our surprise, the RTC has agreed to fund to expand that project out and make that more of a regional project to study the upflow or the upstream impacts on our flooding. So we wound up actually getting double our money and double the study, hopefully, as long as all that is approved. So I'll keep you informed once we get that final approval letter. And then, of course, once we get that final approval letter and everything's good to go, we're going to blast it out there because we've been working on this for so long, trying to get it achieved that we can let everybody know we finally got a flood study up and going.
The sad part was,
May I ask a question?
we're looking at 6 to 8 months out
Yes.
before the study starts.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean RTC has agreed to expand it upstream?
So specifically to the city of Fort Worth and I-35 corridor and the areas that where the developments, I'm trying to word this correctly, where the developments have occurred in recent years that may or may not have adversely impacted our flooding.
Okay.
Looking at our watershed.
Does that include any ongoing brand spanking new construction around us that I won't continue? New construction around us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is. And also new construction around us. I have asked our engineer to review as well. And he has provided a letter, which I forgot to forward. So I will forward that along with the other documents I need to forward that to you. He has reviewed all of their flooding plans and has provided a letter that states that they are not adversely impacting our flooding.
They're not adversely affecting our flooding?
Correct.
Well, they're not now, but when they start putting all that concrete down.
According to their plans and the city engineer, he says they are not going to adversely affect our flooding.
Yes, Susan, he looked at the plans, the final scope of things, that how it'll affect us.
Okay. I just know that everything north of Enon takes days to continue to finish draining across Enon and down Christopher and down
so
Floyd.
I'm sorry, let me clarify. we're talking about two different locations. I am talking about the plans for the development on the other side of Oak Grove Road. On the west side of Oak Grove Road.
They have the big
Not-
walls up.
Yeah, the one that's got the walls going up now, not the development on the north side. The development on the north side has provided us plans, and if council would like, I can get our engineer to review those plans as well. But that is the development that they're ultimately going to be adding the additional retention ponds onto the
Right.
property to assist in not only keeping additional water from coming onto our flooding issue, but to actually hold more water than what they were required to.
Okay.
So west of Oak Grove is not affecting us at all, They
According
say.
according to the engineer, they say.
they say.
City of Fort Worth says, and our city engineer says.
It's saying there's no additionals that'll be coming off that property.
That's the key word.
Right. Yeah.
But that's all they're required to do. So, but you got to remember, we've got water coming in from our city all the way from the other side of 35.
Yeah.
If you look at our watershed,
Correct.
it's all those warehouses and stuff on the other side of 35, that water's being funneled our way.
Yes.
So this is
So the
great
survey's
news,
gonna help.
because now we're talking in the vicinity of about $250,000 to
Yes.
do a study if we
What
get
about that
both the
Big
fundings.
spot up there on Lysanger Road. I heard it's gonna be an
That's
Amazon distribute.
That's gonna be an Amazon warehouse.
How does that affect?
I will ask. I don't know. I'm the farthest thing from a hydrologist.
It's
I
a
have no idea.
huge- It's huge.
It depends on where it is. It may not be in our watershed. It may be
It's right there
flowing
at
the
the
other
corner.
direction.
It's east of 35.
But that one off of Rassinger is supposed to
Okay,
be.
that's not in our, that water.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
come
on the
this
that's
way.
on the south side. So
Yeah.
I'll share our watershed plans with you as well. We can share that. I think I've got those documents from RTC.
I've got them somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that's
Um,
supposed to be a big Amazon warehouse. The biggest one
Yep.
will be a big Amazon warehouse out there.
Where
That
did
means
you,
if I call and order something, it'll be at my house in 30
You can
minutes.
just don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
Mhm.
Pick up.
Additionally, I've got an update on the library. I know we've kind of hit a stale spot. The stale spot was they were working on bidding out the work. They have now completed the bid out process, so we'll begin to see the work pick back up on the library project within the next couple of weeks. And that should roughly take 60 days for them to complete. On the bright side, on the library, we were informed that the bidder for the carpet has actually been able to provide us vinyl plank flooring at no additional cost to the city, which will keep us from having to pay to clean the carpet and will actually last us a lot longer.
That's good.
So
Good.
that's been good. All that's
Good.
being covered by insurance. So hopefully we'll be able to open the library back up this summer and get things back operational. I know that the folks working in City Hall are very excited about, or the library folks working in this room are very excited about that because this is where they've been working for the last couple months. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I'm sorry. Fire station. We did break ground on the fire station. Demolition is expected to be completed this week, and they're going to begin construction on the interior on Monday. So we have a construction meeting on Monday to go out and do a final walkthrough on the floor plans, and they'll begin construction then.
I have a question off topic. Probably is our water, our little water park thingy ready?
I was just
open.
thinking about that.
So I
Is
am
it- is it
told,
done?
I am
Is
told
it
it is
fixed now?
operational and we will be able to run it this year. Keep
Keep
in
your fingers
mind,
crossed.
keep in mind that we have not been able to fix whatever, we haven't been able to identify whatever issue it is that's going on with the filters, and we are still getting a lot of mud and dirt into the system that cakes up our filters. So we're literally having to change out filters twice a day to keep that operational.
Dang.
And
Wow.
filters are expensive.
Yes, they are expensive, and this is where I need somebody with the expert knowledge to come in and tell us what it is that needs to be done and give us a number, a
Somebody's gotta
cost
know.
to fix that. Because the previous vendors that we've utilized have not been able to do that for us.
Wow.
Chief, there's a sign on the, I don't know if it's, my husband read it and he said, the sign looks like it says the water park is closed for the summer.
I will check that. I'm not aware of that, but we are planning on opening it. I just talked with Jeff last week about that. So I know that we're planning on opening it,
Okay.
but I will check.
You may have misread that, but that's what he said.
We opened it on Memorial Weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, it may be left from last year because of COVID. We did keep it closed throughout COVID, so that may be left over,
All right.
but I will check.
Okay. Yeah, we're opening it up for the Memorial Day weekend, right? Because that's when we usually open stuff up.
That is the plan. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you, Judy.
Anything else, Craig?
No, sir.
Next is mayor's report. I had something and it just totally
It left
slipped
your
my
mind.
mind with all the discussion.
You have to make notes.
Yeah, I meant to, and I didn't do it. So I guess I'll say I don't have anything. Maybe next week. Citizens' comments? Oh, so you hang up on us?
Just for a second.
Okay, so we have no citizens' comments. So that being said, we are adjourned
Yay.
Thank you all.
Great meeting, guys.
Thank you.
at 2025.